Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Brady now to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back. And nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Second down and 3.
From the gun, it's Brady.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
He'll find a man over the middle, 2-2 Atwell.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Brady. And down inside the 15 he goes.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Brady to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On first down, Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
There you go.
Mixon on the toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down and 7.
Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Let's get it.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the right hash, this from 33. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Josh Jones in on the stop.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less.
And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is taken in by Hurst. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down and goal. Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go, defense.
A quick throw by Brady, complete. Touchdown!
Chris Godwin,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step out.
Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a play fake. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught at the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Succa. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
1 back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the 4th quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So for the Bucs, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.